Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming back to the Citrine Path. Today, again, we have myself, Amber, and my amazing co-host.
And I'm Patsy from Violet Elements. Before we get started here, we just want to share real quick that this is our journeys and our guest journey on their spiritual life and their herbal life. So, everything we talk about here, we do recommend you do your own research and definitely talk to your provider before you start any herbal remedies or home remedies.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Citrine Path. So today we don't really have a topic that we researched into. It's gonna be kind of a laid back, just to chat, hang out with us today. So, how's your morning going, Mom?
It's going. It's going. Yeah. I stayed out too late last night. There is a local group of women here that get together on Wednesdays. And I've been going for a wee bit, but there was new people that came last night that I hadn't met before, and so everybody was just talking. I don't think I got home till after midnight last night. Um, yeah, it was interesting. Um, so I'm moving a little slow this morning. It's a little early.
Gosh, you have more of a social life than I do now, Mom.
I know, just all of a sudden, it wasn't like that before. But now it's like, "Hold on, let me check my schedule." I've never been one of those people, like, "Let me see if that conflicts with something." Yeah,
Hey, it's all right though. Makes tells me that you're using your life to the fullest.
I know. But I can't wait to come hang out with you and the grandbabies.
I know it's just a
It's
couple more
only
weeks.
a few weeks away, I know. It's like I felt like it was gonna take forever, and then now I feel like it's too close. I'm like, "I'm not ready. I gotta do things."
They snuck up on us.
It did, yeah.
I know. When you said you were coming over next month, like, oh no, that means River's turning one next month. I'm definitely not
Oh,
ready
I
for that.
yes. That's hard to believe that he's been here for a year.
I
Like,
know.
it's super hard to, like,
Yeah.
wrap your brain around it.
Yeah. And now he looks like a little toddler already. And it's so
Yeah.
funny, like when the kids run around the house, he tries to keep up with them. He can't, but he tries his best. It cracks me up.
Pretty soon he's gonna be it. Like, just wait. Just wait.
I know. He's gone to the point where he's up to like 5 or 6 steps and then he falls
Oh.
down. Yeah, but I
Oh,
think it's
goodness.
more of he's like, okay, I've tried this, it's enough now. I need to go faster to keep up, and so he'll get down and crawl.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember your grandpa when you were little, and he would say, something along the lines like, "Yes, you want him to talk so you can understand what's going on, so it's not as frustrating. And yes, you wish they would move around on their own so you didn't have to carry them all the time and hold them all the time." And he goes, "Just wait, there'll be a day when you're like, seriously, just sit down and shut up. Quit moving." He's like, "Enjoy this time because it doesn't last long."
Yeah,
I always thought it was so funny.
yeah, Mr. Obsidian. Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, dude, just please sit in one spot for just 2 seconds. Just hold still for just 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
So he's so
That's
cute though. He's so cute.
Yeah, he's getting to be pretty spicy in his terrible twos. Yeah,
Oh, I love it. I love
yeah. His favorite word is, well, I guess it's his favorite phrase now is, I don't want to. Okay.
it. Well, at least he's not just flat out telling you no and being like or ignoring you. Like he's telling you, "I don't think so. Not today, mommy."
Yeah. Well, we've gone past the no thing because the no thing was definitely relevant. But yeah, and then it went from no to I don't want to. So it's fun.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
So earlier we were talking about your cool little hat there that you're wearing. Um, so I should have brought it in here. It's out in the living room. Um, but Daddy found a place last weekend that's called Yarnageddon.
Yarnageddon. That's a cute name.
Yarnageddon, and it's a llama farm. But they have like a whole store part of it that has all kinds of um, different fibrous tools and different types of fiber and stuff. And I guess they do like classes and lessons there. And you can go, like she said, if it's not muddy and the ground's not like tore up and gross outside and stuff, you could actually go out into the fields and hang out with the llama. I think they have just llamas. I can't recall if they have llamas and alpacas at the moment, but yeah, you could go out there and hang out with them and pet them and all that stuff. So I'm super excited because if the weather's good this weekend, we're gonna go over there so I go play with the llamas. Um, but they have from I didn't get to go, but I like looked at their website and stuff after Dad went in. It looks like they have like stuff there that you can use and they like teach you how to use and stuff. And the owner, I guess, the whole time was just chilling on the couch knitting. I guess they have a couch that's in their store and stuff, and so she was just chilling on the couch knitting. Um, but he had to go to see if they had, the cables for my little foot spinner because we can't find the cables for it. So he took it in. I was like, just take it with you. So it's so easy to port around. Just
Right.
take it and ask them, like, hey, do you have this? And she looked at it and she was like, oh, that's a, this is what you need. And they didn't sell it, but they pulled up the website and was able to get the stuff. So got ordered. So I'm excited for it to get here.
Nice. That's super
But
exciting.
yeah, and I guess they have a um I can't remember what it's called now. It's like textile um a textile fibrous guild
Oh,
here in Boise. Yeah. So they have like a whole thing. Um and I didn't know that and I had never like heard of it. Yeah. Northern Valley Northern Valley Textile Group, and they do a thing called Fiber Symposium every year, and I guess it's here in my little town, and they have, like, a whole day, and they teach you how to, like it sounds like they have, like, little stations that you do, and so you, like, pick a station to start with, and but by the end of it, you've cleaned wool, carded it, spun it. They're gonna have hand spinners. You spin it, they'll do, like, wet felting, which is, like, mostly what I do, and then they'll have needle felting, different types of little weaving things you could do, but it's, like, a whole day of, like, just playing. So I'm excited. I guess it's usually in the fall, so
that's super cool, Mom.
yeah, isn't that interesting?
That
And
is
it's
super
funny because, like, I never hear of anything, and, like, our town is really not that big. Um, I'm not sure how I've missed it this whole time, but, um, yeah,
probably because Facebook thought it wasn't
excited.
something you were interested in, so it didn't show it to you.
Right? And I know that's, like, um, one of the things that I get frustrated with is that I join all these cool groups, but I'm, like, not sure what the name is exactly or something, and it's so hard to, like, go back and look for them. I need to go through my groups and, like, leave the groups I have nothing to do with. Then it probably would be easier, but I have, like, thousands of groups I'm in. but I like don't see the stuff that comes from them. It's weird.
Yeah. Like I went to look through your groups for something. I don't remember why. And I was sitting there scrolling and scrolling, and I was like, I give up on this. This isn't gonna help me at all.
Yeah, it's horrible. I have so many of them. But yeah, well, I mean, heck, how many groups have we started? Like when we did all your fundraiser stuff when you're in school to go to Disneyland and all the things. We still have all those groups. They don't really like go away, and if I leave them, then it's just like an empty gathering place where people are. Like, I don't know. Funny. Maybe I
That's
should
true.
start recycling the groups.
There you go. Do something with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stupid picture you have of me on that uh fundraiser group.
Oh, the one with you wearing the waxed lips?
Oh yeah, I came across that the other day. I'm like, oh geez, I forgot about that.
Oh, I love it. That's like one of my favoriteest pictures. It
It looks
cracks
like I
me
got
up.
really bad Botox done.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. That's hilarious. That was like around your 16th birthday ish. Because that was when we moved into the little apartment. Because that's why we found the wax lips.
Hmm. Yeah, because I went to Disneyland in February. And I want to say, I think I was still 16 because I didn't turn. I mean, I was sorry, blah, blah, blah. I think I was 15 because I didn't turn 16 until after we were in Gold Hill.
Oh, that's right. Because I
Hmm.
had bought you that one dress for your
Yep.
16th birthday.
Yeah. I was
Yes,
still just a
yes.
baby.
You are still just a baby. What are you talking
My body don't feel like I'm just a baby.
about? Oh, just wait. Just wait.
Oh my gosh. So for anybody who doesn't know, I've been obsessed with school buses for years and years and years. And I want to get a school bus and convert it into like a little mobile shop or turn it into like a weekend RV camp trailer type thing. Okay. So we were driving to go to dinner the other night for my mother-in-law's birthday. And there was a bus that was in front of us. And Willis was sitting in the back seat. She started yelling, Mom, 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 they stole your bus. And I started cracking up
Oh my
laughing.
gosh.
Oh, I was like, oh, yeah, honey. He was like, they totally have Mama's bus on. She's like, yeah, you need to go stop him and have him give it back. Like, honey, we've never
That's so
actually owned a bus, but thanks for having my back.
funny. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Right. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, that would be super cool. Yeah, the citrine wagon.
Right.
So have you guys looked into that anymore? I know there was a couple of them that you guys were looking at. You just haven't found the right one yet.
Yeah, we're still looking. Most of the time during the spring, like people go through theirs a little bit more and start posting them online a little bit more, I guess. That's what we were told. But we're just kind of waiting to see whatever's meant to happen will come to us. So I'm not trying to force it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about getting like um an enclosed trailer and kind of doing the same thing, like set up my shop stuff in it and just pull it into somewhere and not have to set up and just be like, here, drop the door and welcome.
Yeah, see, and
That
I thought about an enclosed trailer. I also thought about like a box truck, but I don't really trust myself driving a trailer. So I don't think I'm gonna go that route.
You'll be fine. You'll learn fast. It
Yeah.
has a sharp learning curve. You can't really, not get better, otherwise you're gonna need a new trailer.
See, and like that's the thing. Like, yeah, that just scares me. If I have to back the trailer up, heaven help anybody who's standing around me 2 miles close to me trying to back it up. And hopefully everybody's got full coverage insurance because I'm not sure what would happen.
That's okay. Do you remember one of the times when we moved when you were little and someone loaned us a trailer and we had to take it to the dump and I couldn't back it in because I couldn't see it behind my big car that we had at the time, and so I would just get it kinda close, and then I just unhooked the trailer and wheeled it backwards, and the guy at the dump was, like, cracking up laughing and, like, just shaking his head.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
remember
it
that.
was funny.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah, do what you gotta
I
do.
got the job done. Yeah. Wasn't gonna spend there 20 minutes just backing up into that little tiny spot. I just got close and wheeled it in there.
Yeah. Yeah, my biological dad tried to teach me how to back up a trailer once, and it was an itty bitty tiny trailer on a
Mhm.
quad, which is, for anybody who doesn't know, that's a messed up situation for everybody involved in the first place. 2 hours I spent there, meh, 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 like going back and forth, jackknifing it the whole time. I like don't know what happened, but the trailer got unhitched and was literally looking at me like this next to each other. It didn't end well. And finally, after 2 hours, he told me just to get off and go in the house.
Oh, goodness. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I someone I don't remember where I heard it, but they were telling me, especially if you have a little trailer that has, like, a little nook, just to put your hand like this at the very bottom of the steering wheel, because most people don't have that much, range of motion down there, the way you hold your hand, and that's how you turn it. Because, like, if your hands are on top, you have, like, a more of a habit to go like, and then by then you're already cockeyed. So maybe you'll have to try that next time.
Yeah. But it was a quad. So it was like this. You had to like
Yeah.
push and pull. So then it was hard. But it's all right. Now I have a husband. So I just say, hey, go move this trailer. And he miraculously does it.
That's funny.
No.
Oh, hilarious. So is there anything new or crazy going on in your neck of the woods?
There's always something crazy happening over here. Always. It just depends on what you want to talk about. So,
Oh, that's true.
yeah. It's a little freaky over here. That's for sure.
I know. It's so weird. So weird.
Yeah.
So have you I know you guys got a bunch of seeds and stuff last year to plant and all that stuff. So when do you guys normally start getting those ready?
Most of the time we start them in like, well, depending on what it is. So, um, the the squash and like the zucchinis and stuff, they're pretty great growers. So we don't start them until like beginning of April. And then like the carrots and stuff, we don't pre-start them. We just stick them right into the ground. And then the tomatoes and stuff will probably start the beginning of April also. And then corn, we'll just put those straight into the ground. Um, we're gonna do some bell peppers and some like jalapeno hot peppers. So those we can't do until it gets a little bit warmer. So we'll probably start those in May and then wait for them to get so like yay big and then put those into the ground.
Have you figured out what new plant you're gonna do? I always love that you always like try to do something different. like your eggplants last year?
Yeah, our eggplants last year didn't do so great, but I think it's because where we had them, they weren't getting enough light. So we are gonna put them in a new spot where they'll get more light. So hopefully we'll do better. Yeah, our white. I want to try our white eggplants again this year. We didn't get a single white eggplant last year. I think they're called like the snowdrop eggplant or something like that. I don't remember, but
Interesting. I don't
yeah,
think I've ever knew there was a such thing as a purple, or I mean, of a white eggplant.
yeah. I think there's like 100 and something different eggplant species.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like zucchinis also, and pretty much every plant. Like people cross pollinate them, and they want the hardiness from this plant, but sweetness from this plant, and they cross it and they make it their own. It's just like dogs and cats. You're like, oh, well, this one has cute eyeballs, and this one has fuzzy fur, so we'll put the two of them together, and then you get this weird mosh posh of cat. No, same thing with vegetables.
That's so funny. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I watched, I think you actually sent it to me, a video on the lady that she's from, oh goodness, where is she from? The Appalachia forager or something like that. She's the lady that grows the mushrooms in the laundry baskets.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. She's freaking funny.
She is so funny. I watched that one yesterday when she's, like, soaking the straw and stuff in the pool, but she was like, what'd she say? It's hotter than, oh goodness, I'm gonna have to rewatch it. It's hotter than a something hamster out here. And so she was, like, hanging out in the pool, and she's like, "I gotta cool off." And then she, like, gets up and starts shoving all the hay and stuff in the pool, and then she's, like, walking around on it, and she's, like, just says another really funny phrase about being hot. So she's like, "Give me a break."
Yeah, she cracks me up. She's so funny, but there's also a lot of good knowledge she has too, um,
Yeah.
which I think is super funny also. But yeah, some of the phrases that they have just I've never heard of before, and it just makes me belly laugh like I've never belly laughed before.
Yeah, the hamster one, oh, I'm gonna have to look it up. The hamster one, like, I was like, "What'd she say?" And I had to, like, go back and listen to it again. So I was like, "That's not what she just said, was it?" Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, and it's always exactly what she thought she said too.
Oh, oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, now I can't find her. Isn't that how it always goes?
Now you're not gonna find it.
Yeah. Normally it, like, pops right up. I even, oh, there she is. Howdy there, what's up? With me here to answer your burning question of how. Oh my gosh, she has a couple new videos. It's freaking funny. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch those. Um,
And I think there was one too where she was like collecting ghost pipe mushrooms, and it was that was freaking hilarious too.
oh, oh my gosh, I'll have to look for it and tell you later because it was freaking funny.
Oh, but another plant I want to do this year, I want to grow the loofah plant.
Oh yes,
Yes, I want to grow loofah plants this year.
yes, that would be super fun.
Yeah, because you can also turn them into like uh dish scrubby pads and all kinds of other stuff also. Because I'm trying to get away from like sponges that you get from like Walmart and shit, that's the yellow and like green sponges.
Yes, absolutely.
My husband thinks those are the end all be all, and I hate them. But um yeah, all of those like throwaway only use once type sponges I'm trying to get rid of. So they have some nasty bacteria in them.
Yeah. Did you know you could eat loofah? Like, if you pick it when it's little?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
You could yeah.
Yeah, I just know they grow.
So
You found it?
yeah, she says it's hotter out here than 2 hamsters farting in a wool sock.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, cracks me up. And then her accent, just like, oh my gosh.
I
We'll
think
have to post a link to her stuff because she's freaking hilarious.
she's hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. But yes, you can eat loofah if you pick it when it's little
Mhm.
before it gets like big. It's like the inside of it is still like tender. It looks very similar to a cucumber.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I know they most of the time people grow them on like an arch, like they would um like gourds and stuff like that. And then they look like a cucumber, like they're really long and skinny.
Yeah.
And whenever they're like you completely let them dry on the vine, and then the skin just peels off, and then it's the stringy, loofy part in the middle, like underneath of the fine skin, and then it's just like seeds that rattle around in there.
Could you, because I know you have a rain stick and stuff that you play around with.
Mhm.
Um, if you got one long enough, could you technically like make a big gourd or a big loofah into a per se a rain stick? Or would it fall apart?
I'm sure you could. Um, you just have to be like super careful with it and probably would have to like seal the outside of it. But a rain stick, like traditionally made, they take a piece of wood that has a bunch of holes in it from termites and then take cactus needles and fill the holes with cactus needles. So inside of the piece of wood, there's like hundreds of little cactus needles in there, and that's what stops the seeds in there to tumble down and make this the rain sound. So I don't know in a loofah if there would be enough to stop the seeds in there to make it sound like rain, but it would be interesting to play with for sure.
Hmm,
That would be really interesting. Or if we grew like a long skinny gourd and then
yeah.
had like kind of a similar idea and put like pine needles or something in there.
Mm.
I don't know. It would be fun to play with.
Yeah, I want a rain stick, but I haven't found one anywhere, but so I was like, "I'll just make my own." But I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Yeah, the rain stick that we have, a customer of Tyler's just gave it to him one day.
That dude finds more free stuff than anybody I have ever met in my whole entire life. They give you plants,
Oh yeah, all the time.
like that
Yeah,
big cactus succulus thing that you had,
yeah,
like was it a Christmas cactus or something like that?
yeah. And then we had a huge jade plant. Rest in
Rest
peace,
in
homies.
peace, Jade plant.
But so he because he goes into everybody's garages, right? And everybody that's like their where everybody just shoves all their extra stuff in. And so he'll walk around and just find stuff he wants. And he's like, hey, what are you guys going to do with this? And if they're like, oh, yeah, we were planning on doing this, he's like, oh, that's so cool. You know, my wife and I wanted to do this too. Or he's like, oh, hey, my kids would love that scooter. And they'll be like, oh, man, take it. I don't have kids anymore. Random stuff. Like last night, he came home with like a whole bucket of chalk, like this really cool, like interactive like labyrinth, whole book, a lunchbox, like random stuff. I'm like, where did you go? Like, where'd you get all that stuff at? He's like, oh, this my last customer just kept wanting me to give all this stuff to the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
oh,
and he's
his
also the business is going on, 30 plus years, and I know a lot of those customers are, like, repeat customers, so I'm sure they feel like they're, like, part of the family, like, going through all the stages of his different life of the kids and, because I know one customer you guys had, they had little girls, and every time that he'd go to their house for service, he would take Willow and all the kids would play and be crazy, and
mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
it was just
Yeah,
funny.
it is pretty funny. And yeah, that one time he took little Miss Citrine over with him and he sent me a picture of her in their life jacket with their swim goggles on in their pool in like 2.5 seconds. Yeah,
Oh,
crazy kid.
yeah, she's so funny.
She can make friends with anybody, anywhere, with no matter what.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't lose that when she gets old. Or
I'm sure she won't. She's so charismatic.
oh my gosh, but
And
she's my favorite. Don't tell the others. I should say she's my favorite Willow forever and ever.
yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, it's so funny. Like anytime anybody comes over, she's like, look at me, watch me. And she'll like spin, dance, and stand on her little toe and like puts on a whole little ballerina show in the living room to make everybody watch her.
Oh my gosh, I love the cactus, her being a cactus.
Yeah.
Oh, Jameson was trying to do it, and apparently it wasn't just right
Oh,
because she
okay.
kept giving him instructions in the background on how to do it.
Yeah, she always tells him, look, one arm up and then one arm down, like this, Bubba. Not like this, Bubba, like this, Bubba.
Where did she pick that up from?
Oh, freaking Gabby Cats.
Oh, of course, I should have guessed.
There was
Oh, that's
one
funny.
episode in the whole entire show where it was like Cat Rat wanted to go to the Midwest but couldn't get on the train because he was too scared. So they had to go find all these things on his list for him. And he
And they,
wanted to
like,
see a
brought it to
cactus.
him.
Yeah, he wanted to see a cactus with one arm up and one arm down. Yeah,
Ooh, that is hilarious.
yeah, it cracked
The
me up.
things they pick up, it just goes to show you that they're always watching,
Yeah,
little creepers.
yeah. Well, and yesterday when Tyler was leaving, little Mr. Riverman was sitting in his jumper chair. And we were all saying bye to dad as he's walking out the door. And all of a sudden, River goes, bye bye. I'm like, who was that? I asked Willow, I was like, did you say that? She's like, no. I'm like, Bubba, was that you? And he's like, no. I looked at River. I was like, River, say bye. He's like, bye. I'm like, I lost it. I couldn't believe that he all of a sudden said bye. Now you can say bye, dad, daddy, dada, but still not mom.
That's funny because you're the other 2 are like, "Mom, mom, 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 mom," all day long. You think that he would have picked that up first.
I see. That's what I thought too. Most time they're like yelling at me saying mom, so maybe they just think they're just that's just the noise they make when they yell,
That's true. That's funny.
right? But we're down to a minute and 30 seconds. You have any
Sweet.
last voices of reason or motivation you want to say?
Um, Not that I could think of. I'm not prepared for that today, Amber.
I'm not either.
Uh, yeah, I'm, like, super excited. We did, start talking to people about being guests and coming and sharing some of their stuff with us, so I'm excited for that to start happening. Um, and really funny, I got connected with a girl I went to high school with. Actually, you guys went to school with too because you guys were in the baby school daycare together. But her husband just started a podcast, similar stuff to dad and doing the On the Go Joe. So we were talking with them, and they were like, "We should swap. Like, you should come on ours, and let's go on yours." And um, so it's kind of cool how many different people are like kind of doing the same thing and at the same spot, like looking for more information, looking for alternative things, and wanting to like relearn this knowledge that has been lost of different ways. So I'm excited.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I'm really excited to see what their podcast is. Remember, we do not treat, cure, or diagnose any illness. So if you have any questions about anything we talked about today, please reach out to your provider.
So we are always so honored and blessed that you spent your time with us, and we can't wait to visit with you next time. So please come back and visit us. But until then, go forth with love and intention.